North Laurel Jaguar Basketball is brought to you all season long by Revolution Physical Therapy in London, Kentucky. At 195 Commercial Drive, Suite 100, Revolution PT specializes in sports rehab, injury recovery, and personalized care to help you heal, strengthen, and get back in the game. Call 606-657-5111 today to schedule your appointment and stop letting pain slow you down. Revolution Physical Therapy, be better, move better, play better. North Laurel Jaguar Basketball is brought to you all season long by Revolution Physical Therapy in London, Kentucky. At 195 Commercial Drive, Suite 100, Revolution PT specializes in sports rehab, injury recovery, and personalized care to help you heal, strengthen, and get back in the game. Call 606-657-5111 today to schedule your appointment and stop letting pain slow you down. Revolution Physical Therapy, be better, move better, play better.
Whether it's a new piece of equipment, attachments, parts, or service, London's Meade Tractor is your local hometown dealer. We offer a wide selection of financing options to meet any budget. With a new location at 2800 East Hal Rogers Parkway, we have an extensive inventory, both new and used. We carry John Deere, Krone, Kuhn, ACI, HLA, and so much more. Stop in for a visit today. Meade Tractor proudly supports our area's youth. At East Bernstadt First Baptist Church, Pastor Norm Brock and his congregation are like the community they serve, a blend of good things, contemporary styles of worship combined with traditional favorites. They feel that worship is an important opportunity to sing and praise God in all circumstances. At First Baptist Church of East Bernstadt, you'll find yourself surrounded by encouraging people who want to love and serve you and help you find hope in Jesus. We're all about loving and serving so that all may know God, and you have a place here with us. We support all of our area's youth sports teams, and we say go Jaguars. First Baptist Church of East Bernstadt, here to serve.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive. True Colors, LLC, is a residential and commercial finishing company you can trust. Dustin Lewis and his team of quality professionals can do the job great or small, and True Colors is a proud supporter of North Laurel Nation. Find True Colors, LLC on Facebook or phone 606-657-5300. True quality, true service, true colors. Your Laurel County PVA, Don McFadden, would like you to be aware of the homestead exemption available to homeowners age 65 and older. Applicants must own and maintain the home as his or her primary residence as of January 1st of each year to qualify for an exemption. If granted, the exemption will lower the taxable value of your home by a designated dollar amount set by the Kentucky State Legislature. Don't wait. Apply at any time during the year you turn 65. The earlier the better. You can sign up online or visit the office. Don McFadden, Laurel County PVA. That's laurelpva.com or phone 606-864-2889. Jailbreaker brand flavored potato chips. Jailbreaker. Simply can't be beat. The Cell Boss blend tastes delicious with just the right blend of sweet and spicy. Jailbreaker. Find Jailbreaker at sporting events, convenience, and grocery stores all across the region. Jamie Mosley takes pride in serving only the best, and Jailbreaker brand certainly supports all of our area's youth sports teams. Jailbreaker. Heartstrings Mental Health. is a growing mental health clinic in London who believes in a patient-centered approach to mental health care. We are a full-scale mental health clinic dedicated to providing a wide range of services to meet an individual's needs. We take the time to listen to our patients and work collaboratively with them as well as their other providers to develop a treatment plan that addresses their unique needs and goals. We offer the largest availability for Spravato treatments in Kentucky. We also provide early point testing for children ages 16 to 30 months, allowing us to help identify signs of autism at an early age. In addition, we offer comprehensive evaluations for autism, ADHD, depression, anxiety, and more for children, teens, and adults. 606-770-5086. Or you can find us on the web at heartstringsmentalhealth.org.
Spring is in the air and it's time to step into something new at Shoe In. From fresh styles for everyday comfort to durable footwear for work and outdoor adventures, Shoe In has the perfect fit for the entire family. Shop brands like Ariat, Carhartt, The North Face, Brooks, Hoka, New Balance, and many more. Whether you're on the job or on the trail or on the go, Shoe In has you covered. Stop by today and get ready for spring. Shoe In, where comfort and style walk together.
Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Monticello Banking Company is a Kentucky-based financial institution with a rich history spanning well over a century. Established in 1895, we've been providing personal and business banking solutions to our customers, offering a wide range of services like checking and savings accounts, CDs, money market accounts, loans, credit cards, wealth management, and online banking solutions. Monticello Bank on 5th Street in London, serving our youth.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Your local Burger King with locations in the London Shopping Center and at 1875 North Main in London proudly supports Laurel County's young athletes. Have it your way at BK.
At BK. Have it your way. Your own.
Hey everyone, Robbie Grimes here, candidate for Laurel County Sheriff. Our youth is very important to me. That's the reason I pledged to put a dare officer back in our schools. I have over 25 years of law enforcement experience, with 18 years at the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, rising through the ranks all the way to major. If you want a sheriff truly dedicated to seeing our kids succeed, vote for me, Robbie Grimes for sheriff. Go to robbiegrimes.com for more information. Thank you and God bless.
Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range at 607 Don's Drive behind London's Walmart has a great indoor firearms range and affordable prices for times, targets, and all kinds of firearms. Also ask us about teaching firearm safety and handling. Walk-ups are welcome or phone 606-260-8822. Open each day except Sunday. Come in now and check out our range and simulator. And always shoot Center Target.
For quality casework since 1975, look no further than Stidham Cabinet Incorporated at 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. If you want experience, expertise, and dedication, you've found it at Stidham Cabinet. Come create your dream design by visiting our 2,000 square foot showroom, or visit StidhamCabinet.com to see a list of all of our name brand products to choose from. That's Stidham Cabinet, 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. Phone number 606-528-3648 or 800-425-0899.
Your Laurel County Judge Executive David Westerfield wants you to know he is seeking another term this upcoming May 2026. In this position since 2011, Judge Westerfield seeks your support as our fine county of Laurel continues to grow and expand, and also heal and recover from the recent devastation left by last May's tornado. David has several years of experience in local government with a proven track record. Judge Westerfield has laid a solid foundation, and there's more to be done. That's why he's asking for your vote this upcoming May primary, paid for by David Westerfield. Souls Harbor is a full gospel church. Powerful preaching, inspirational music, and spirit-filled worship are present at.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Jalen Black, Jared Wilson here on the call as we enter the Elite Eight. Your North Laurel Jaguars are preparing to take on the St. Xavier Tigers here at Rupp Arena. First game of the Elite Eight. And bear with us. We've had some technical difficulties. Can't get the Ethernet wired connection to work, but the Wi-Fi keeps kicking us out. So just bear with us. The stream will stay up, but if it happens to go black, you know we're trying to get back into the studio and get it going. So just bear with us there. But going to be an exciting game tonight, this morning, bright and early. We've got the morning tip-off here, and it's going to be a good one. Starting lineup for the St. Xavier Tigers, number 0, Chief Cameron, number 2, Connor Klein, number 4, Jordan Jackson, and number 5, Josh Lindsay, number 23, Jeremiah Jackson. I mean, this is going to be a tall task at hand for your Jaguars, but Jared and I both believe strongly that they're going to pull out the win, but it ain't going to be easy. Tigers are led in scoring by number 23, Jackson, 16.1 points per game, and number 5, Joshua Lindsay, with 14.5 points per game. So those two right there are kind of the two main monsters for this St. X team. And honestly, Jared, though, we were talking about, we think our guys match up pretty well. The only thing they might have up on us is speed at just a couple of positions.
That's right, yeah. And this is a super athletic St. Xavier team. That's what you anticipate from a team from Louisville like this. They are going to be extremely fast. And up and down the lineup, they got speed. And then they've got this number 4, Jordan Jackson, who is just gigantic. I mean, he's at least close to 7 foot tall. A little clunky, though, when he moves. We'll learn that as the day goes along. But this team matches up well with St. Xavier. And as it stands today, there's 8 teams left. North is one of them. They've got just as good a chance as anybody to win this state tournament. You know, St. X is the number 1 or number 2 team in the state based on who you look at or who you talk to. They're one of your top 2 teams. This is going to be an extremely tough task for North Laurel, but they're equipped for it. You know, St. X may be number 2, but North Laurel's, they're in the top 10. They are still a very, very good team. And it's going to be fun. We match up with this team really good. And Reese, look for Reese Davidson to have a big day today. I don't know that they've got anybody that can really handle him. They've got the height and the speed, but in 2 different players. You've got both Jacksons really. One of them is not tall enough to play with Reese. The other one's too slow. So it's going to be fun to watch, and we're getting ready to tip it.
Absolutely. We have Reese Davidson, your leading scorer for your Jags, averaging about 20 points a game here. He's in the circle with Jeremiah Jackson for the St. X Tigers. They're ready to tip off. And ball is in the air. And tip is into the hands of Caden Allen, and your Jags get the first possession of this Elite Eight game. Elza gets it to Cunningham, left side, back over to Elza right wing. Now to Davidson. Jeremiah Jackson on him. Hands it off to Rawlings on the right wing. Now back out to Elza. Coach Valentine talked last night on the show about wanting to control the pace of this game. St. X thrives when you're getting up and down the floor real quick and shooting quick shots. If we can make them play some defense, for 20 to 30 seconds, that might aggravate them and frustrate them.
Yep, gets them out of their game.
Davidson three, top of the key, no good. Out of bounds off St. X. It'll stay with your Jags.
Yeah, Corey Cunningham did a good job boxing out Lindsay for St. Xavier. Wasn't able to get to the basketball and corral it with both hands because Corey Cunningham was right there.
Ilza inbounding. Has to lob it up to Davidson and had it knocked away and was forced to throw it. Save it inbounds into the hands of Josh Lindsay. He hands it off to Cameron. Now back to Jeremiah Jackson, who pulls it out for the Tigers. Hands it off to Cameron, gets all the way to the rim, misses the layup, and it's rebounded by Elza. Still scoreless after both teams have had a chance at their own possession here. Elza to Davidson, top of the key, lobs it into Cunningham. Cunningham goes to work. Strong move, but can't get the finish to go. But Elza with an offensive board. And boards like that, we've had two possessions where we've had a second chance. That's huge, Jared.
Yep, and Corey Cunningham had their primary rebounder, Jordan Jackson, pinned under the basket on that shot. That allowed Cooper Elza to sneak in for that offensive rebound.
Cunningham open for the three. No good. That one was long, and it's rebounded by the Tigers.
And I like Corey taking that shot. Jordan Jackson is not able to play at the three-point line a lot. You want him taking those shots to make Jackson play for that.
Great hands. Cooper Elza with the steal. Rawlings up ahead to Cunningham in transition. Had it knocked away out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Jags.
Wow, what a play. Cooper Elza, eyes in the back of his head to get around and slap that ball away and give North Laurel another possession. And, man, that was one you wish Corey Cunningham would have finished off.
Yeah, St. X made a good play on the ball there. Not sure who that was, but Jags have the ball back regardless. Rawlings back out to Allen. Allen going to set the offense. Hands it off to Rawlings right into the hands of Klein, and Klein goes all the way. Layup good for two. St. X strikes first.
Yep, and those turnovers right there, that leads to extremely easy offense for St. X. You cannot have that and expect to win this game.
Absolutely not. Rawlings with it now. Gets it to Cunningham, top of the key. Looks like we're trying to run a back screen there for Reese underneath the goal. He didn't have it. He catches out top on the top of the key. Davidson dribbling around up top, looking to take Jackson. Tries to get by him. He can't. Jackson playing really great defense right now.
Yeah, he is. And, Reese is going to learn all his tendencies, what he likes to do on defense as this game goes along.
Allen into Cunningham, short corner. Cunningham getting a knee to the back, kicks it out to Elza. Elza attacks, left-hand scoop off the backboard, no good. Gets his own rebound, lobs it in to Cunningham on the right block, goes up, floater up and in.
Hey, man, what a big boy play by Corey Cunningham to go head-to-head with Jordan Jackson, this behemoth in the paint for St. X. And, took the fight right to him and scored a bucket under the basket on a post move.
Absolutely. Lindsay, three, no good. Rebounded by Cunningham. And right there, how quick was that possession, Jordan?
I know. It's
one
quick.
pass and shot is up.
Yep.
And now we get to go down here and slow things down for a moment. That messes with the team when all you're thinking is go, 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 and you want another chance on offense after taking a quick shot.
Yeah, and we saw them against Covenant Catholic. They wanted to do that. They wanted to run, and Covenant Catholic ran right with them. North is not going to do that.
No, we're going to play our pace. Cunningham over to Elza right wing. Elza spinning in the paint, back out to Davidson. Davidson comes off the screen, back to Cunningham. Now Elza out on the right side. 4 minutes to play left in this first quarter. We're tied up 2-2. Cunningham back out to Davidson. Davidson hits Cunningham on the roll, and he is fouled from behind. St. X had a second defender there. That was number 0, Chief Cameron, who fouled Cunningham from behind. So it'll be Jaguar basketball underneath their goal.
And this is a credit to North's offense. The ability for them to penetrate is causing St. X to have to pull Cameron and some of these wings off of their defender. That's going to open up a three-point shot for North Laurel.
Absolutely. Rawlings gets open for a three. Had some weird contact after that shot. He won't get it to fall. That was strange. It was almost like a tap in the stomach right there. Cunningham unable to stop Lindsay on his drive to the basket. St. X up 2, and here comes a little bit of full court pressure here. They'll just pick up in man-to-man. Elza finds Allen. Allen wanted to take that three right there. Going to be patient instead. Shakes Lindsay. Left wing three, left it long, and it's rebounded by Jackson. Up ahead to Lindsay on the right wing. Back to Jackson. Back up to Cameron. And not a bad shot attempt as Cameron steps into a deep three, knocks it down.
Yeah, and they love this kind of pin screen up here at the top of the key right at the start of these possessions. And you've got Corey Cunningham he's got to switch on to Cameron, and you just can't get there in time to contest the three.
And North Laurel turns it over. Missed the layup, did Cameron, and then lost the ball, and Allen goes and grabs it. A lucky break for Jags as they almost gave up a easy transition layup.
Yep, and that's this press we saw him struggle with against Warren Central.
And Cunningham got hacked there.
Yeah.
That's just not a smart foul by number 4, Jordan Jackson for St. X. He fouled Cunningham just about at the half-court line, Jared.
Yeah, not smart.
So that'll take us into a timeout. Looks like, is that going to be our media timeout?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so. So first media timeout of the ball game. Jags trailing 7-2 to St. X. We'll step aside for a quick break and be right back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
For quality casework since
North Laurel Jaguar basketball is brought to you all season long by Revolution Physical Therapy in London, Kentucky. At 195 Commercial Drive, Suite 100, Revolution PT specializes in sports rehab, injury recovery, and personalized care to help you heal, strengthen, and get back in the game. Call 606-657-5111 today to schedule your appointment and stop letting pain slow you down. Revolution Physical Therapy, be better, move better, play better.
True Colors LLC is a residential and commercial finishing company you can trust. Dustin Lewis and his team of quality professionals can do the job great or small, and True Colors is a proud supporter of North Laurel Nation. Find True Colors LLC on Facebook or phone 606-657-5300. True quality, true service, true colors.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jags trail 7-2 to St. X, and already 3 turnovers here for the Jags. St. X with 1 turnover, but that the third turnover, we caught a break as we made a pretty good play. Elza did on the ball, and the layup was no good, and Allen came in for the rebound. But that's going to be one thing we are going to have to get a control on is the turnovers. We saw it happen late in the game with Warren Central. I think we ended with 15 turnovers that ball game. That you can't do that against this St. X team and expect to win.
Yeah, and St. X saw Warren Central do that, saw North Laurel have trouble with it. So early in this game, they're bringing that 2-man trap up against Cooper Elza. And he had success splitting it down the middle in between the both of them. Both defenders, but that's how these last few times he's done it, it's been a turnover where they've swiped at it.
Absolutely. North Laurel basketball coming out of the media timeout. Elza gets it to Davidson. Davidson only taking 1 shot so far in this ball game. North Laurel 1 for 7 as a team, and Allen's crossover went off the foot of St. X, and layup no good. And blocked by Cunningham. Allen tries to track it down, and it's out of bounds off St. X. North Laurel basketball.
Yep. And here's something. So Covington Catholic, the game before, they did not have a rim protector. They could not protect the rim from St. X's drive. North Laurel's got that. They've got 2 extremely good rim protectors in Cunningham and Reese Davidson.
Yeah.
St. X is going to have to go somewhere else to find that offense, and I think that's their primary deal. They want to drive it.
Yeah, on that play, Davidson Davidson contested the first layup, and then Cunningham blocked the second attempt on the putback there.
Yep, and that's going to be a huge advantage for North Laurel on defense because they don't have to double to stop some of these drives like Covington Catholic did.
Tough shot. Davidson rises up over Jeremiah Jackson for the long two.
And see, that's going to cause Jackson to have to change the way he's playing defense on Reese Davidson. And those are, I mean, he just still really wasn't free.
And Jackson gets him back on the other end with a layup.
Yep, so this is your best player on best player, right? Jackson on Davidson. We're seeing it on both ends. Davidson just caught a little bit of a screen there and could not stay with Jackson off the screen.
Cunningham picks his dribble up in a tough spot, gets it to Davidson. Extra pass to Allen. 3, no good. Cunningham pulls down the board. Oh, goes back up, and they've got a foul on the floor there. They got number 2, Connor Klein.
And see, with Jordan Jackson's on the bench right now for St. X, they don't have anybody that can match up with Corey Cunningham. Well, now Cunningham's out of the game. But on that possession in particular, they didn't have anybody to rebound against Cunningham because they don't have another player that is the height of Corey Cunningham other than Jordan Jackson.
We get it into Noble, who checked in for Cunningham. Kicks it back out to Davidson. Davidson spinning. Fade away. No good. Rebounded by Lindsey. That's another tough shot by Davidson. Jackson so far has played tremendous defense. Ooh, we get the ball knocked away, but then we foul going after the loose ball. Stays with St. X. They're going to get Davidson on that one. He'll pick up his first on the morning.
Yep. And, man, this is going to be a battle between Jeremiah Jackson and Reese Davidson. You know, that's the game plan right now for St. X. We're going to drive right at Reese Davidson. He's got to step up here and play good defense on Jackson, keep him walled off.
And Jackson, 15-footer, no good, rebounded by Rawlings on the opposite side. And Noble bringing the ball down the floor for the Jags. That's a kind of a different look, but he can handle it. Gets the handoff to Rawlings, who loses it out of bounds. St. X basketball.
That's the second time we've seen something happen on that corner over there with Jordan Rawlings getting a handoff and the ball getting dropped out of bounds or dropped going the other way. That's something those are mistakes you can't have, right? You just can't have those mistakes because nobody really forced you to make that error.
Yep. So Rawlings gets a breather there as Cam Anderson checks into the ball game for the first time. And I said off air before the game that Cam Anderson would more than likely play pretty good minutes in this ball game for the Jacks.
Yeah, they got to have him on defense.
30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. St. X up 9-4, and Jackson with the ball on his hip. They're going to hold for one shot here, Jared.
Yeah, that's exactly that, and that's the right call here in North. You just got to apply that pressure. Don't let them have an easy shot here and take this possession away from them.
Down to 15 seconds. Jackson cross court to Lindsey. Lindsey guarded by Elza. And they take the right wing 3, and it's good by Klein. And Allen's heave at the buzzer, no good, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Jags will head into the second quarter trailing 12-4 to St. X. And I believe we're going to catch fire here in the second quarter. I have full faith. We've not shot the ball well at all. We are 2 for 10 from field goal range. St. X is 5 from 11. So I expect us to have shots finally start falling, and we'll get this cut down this St. X lead here. But Jalen Black, Jared Wilson on the call. St. X Tigers up 12-4 over your North Laurel Jaguars. We'll step aside for a quick break and be back for the start of the second quarter.
For quality casework since 1975, look no further than Stidham Cabinet Incorporated at 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. If you want experience, expertise, and dedication, you've found it at Stidham Cabinet. Come create your dream design by visiting our 2,000 square foot showroom, or visit StidhamCabinet.com to see a list of all of our name brand products to choose from. That's Stidham Cabinet, 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. Phone number 606-528-3648 or 800-425-0899.
Whether it's a new piece of equipment, attachments, parts, or service, London's Mead Tractor is your local hometown dealer. We offer a wide selection of financing options to meet any budget. With a new location at 2800 East Hal Rogers Parkway, we have an extensive inventory, both new and used. We carry John Deere, Krone, Kuhn, ACI, HLA, and so much more. Stop in for a visit today. Mead Tractor proudly supports our area's youth. your local Burger King with locations in the London Shopping Center and at 1875 North Main in London. Proudly supports Laurel County's young athletes. Have it your way at BK.
Season the day at BK. Have it your way. Your own.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Heading into the second quarter, it'll be St. X ball as the Tigers lead 12-4 over your North Laurel Jaguars.
And we were talking off our turnovers. That's
Yep.
the name, been a story so far for North Laurel. They've had too many turnovers, and those turnovers, you cannot get your half-court defense set up. That's just not good. You cannot have those.
Number 15 into the ball game for the Tigers, nearly banked in a three. That was Braylon Garr. It was no good, but St. X with the offensive board, and Cunningham and Rawlings head to the table to check back in for the Jags. Garr attacks baseline, and Allen knocked it away for the steal.
Whoa.
And Allen with a crazy pass, and Elza to save it into the hands of Davidson and back to Elza, but North Laurel gets it past the timeline. Elza to Davidson at the high post. Looks like Jeremiah Jackson's out of the game, so Davidson goes and gets the bucket.
And that's what Jackson out of the game. They've got to attack with Reese Davidson. That's exactly what he did. He's got an average defender on him, number 10. Bryce Johnson's boy we saw shoot a bunch of threes against Covenant Catholic and make it. So that's going to be a good attack for him.
Lindsey three, no good. And Allen again with another rebound for the Jags.
Yeah, and these wings have got to start boxing out. This is the second possession in a row you've had a long rebound go to a wing. They've got to box out off of the three-point line when they're driving in.
Going right back to Davidson. Gets to his spot, kicks out. Allen, left wing three, got it.
All right, so they had to bring Chief Cameron over to try to play a little help defense on Reese Davidson where he had Johnson compromised under the basket. That left Caden Allen wide open for a three, and that boy can make those shots.
Jags back within three. Cameron over to Lindsey on the left wing. Lindsey to Johnson in the corner, back up to Garr. Now to Cameron. It's only two starters in right now for St. X. This is about all they'll play off the bench. Ooh, and that's not a smart play right there.
Yeah, look, I mean, you got to give up. RJ Noble's been beat. You can't come in there and slap at him. Just let him have the two. Don't let him go to the free throw line for anymore. That's just not a smart. That was a frustration foul that didn't make a lot of sense.
Yep, so Anderson fouls Garr on the layup. He gets the basket plus the foul. St. X goes up 5, and Noble and Allen get a break for the Jags. They're replaced by Rawlings and Cunningham. So Garr at the free throw line trying to complete this three-point opportunity. Gets the free throw to go. St. X up 15-9, and Jeremiah Jackson checks in for him back into the ballgame.
So, yeah, about 2 minutes off the floor for Jeremiah Jackson. North capitalized on it, put points on the board because of it. But now they got to figure out a way to get something to happen.
And St. X comes out in a press. North Laurel breaks it with ease. Thought we were going to have a fast break layup opportunity there. But
I did too. They probably should have been a little more aggressive.
And here comes that trap as soon as Elza picks his dribble up. And Cunningham had Anderson under the basket, just couldn't get it to him in time. Back out to Elza. Here comes the double team. Gets it to Rawlings. Someone's going to have to flash to that middle. It's wide open.
Yep.
Rawlings back out to Davidson. Davidson calls for that screen. Goes the opposite way. Now spins back. Cunningham left wing three. No good. That's the second one he's taken, and it was long. And now here comes the push in transition. And a hard foul there. Layup won't go, but that'll send number 4, Jordan Jackson, to the free throw line.
And I like those shots, but probably in moderation after the second one didn't go. That maybe doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's an open shot for Corey Cunningham.
Yeah.
We know he can make it, and Jordan Jackson can't get out there to that. But they're bringing this double up to the top of the key. They've got to find where that defender's coming from and get the ball there.
Allen back at the table as Jackson misses the first free throw.
See, they're bringing Chief Cameron off of whoever's in the back corner with Chief Cameron. They're bringing him up, and that's Cooper Elza can't see all the way down to the corner where that's at. So, the correction, I guess, is Cooper Elza needs to dribble a little bit closer to the three-point line, and, you just got to pass where that double came from.
More importantly, the person whose man left them, you have got to flash to the middle.
There you go.
Jackson missed both free throws, so not a bad foul in hindsight. But see how Davidson's in the middle. We get it to him. Now he's going to attack, and Davidson, tough layup at the basket for 2.
And, just had Jordan Jackson running right at him, and he went around him, no big deal. Don't matter to Reese Davidson. He's going to score anyway.
Jags back within 4. St. X up 15-11. Klein gets it over to Jeremiah Jackson. Now, pass was deflected, stolen away by Allen on the right side. Allen just floating in the air, gets the layup to fall. Jags within 2.
Caden Allen with a gigantic play for the sophomore. Read that pass like a book, took it the other way for 2 points.
Chief Cameron now going to take a deep 3 air ball, and North Laurel Nation's going to let it mirror it. Student section's going crazy, Jared.
Love it, man. They love that. And that was an open shot for Chief Cameron. I can't believe he missed it, but that's something North is going to have to work on because they got a ton of open shots against Covenant Catholic doing that little ball screen up top. They're going to get them against North. They got to work on getting through that. And we
struggled against Warren Central giving up that 3 behind the ball screen.
Yep.
Elza gets it past half court. St. X was dropping out of that zone there, and St. X nearly had another steal as Klein knocked it out of bounds. North Laurel basketball, and Josh Lindsay back into the ball game. He will replace Bryce Johnson for St. X. So St. X back with their starting 5 in the ball game, along with your Jags. Elza gets it to Rawlings on the left side, hands it off to Davidson. Davidson into Cunningham at the high post. They're looking for the handoff, but it ain't there. Davidson able to tap the ball out of bounds and saved an easy 2-point fast break there.
Yeah, that's the third we've seen handoff turnover for North Laurel. They've got to work on that. St. X has got to read on the way they're doing that, so they got to fix that. Change what they're doing.
In your brain, you're thinking handoff, but sometimes it's not there, and you can fake the handoff and get them back on the opposite cut, but that's just sometimes hard to read. Klein gets all the way to the basket for 2 points.
Yeah, credit to St. X's spacing there. Had Reese Davidson and Cunningham both pulled out of the basket, had the lane open for Klein.
Rawlings left wing 3, bang! Yep. His first of the ball game, and it came at a much-needed time for the Jags as they're back within 1.
Made him pay for those double teams that time because there was nobody around Jordan Rawlings. Jeremiah Johnson had to come off of Reese to even play defense on him.
North's got to sit down and D up here. Lindsay with the left wing 3, no good, in and out. But Chief Cameron with a big offensive board, and Lindsay goes to the basket.
Ooh.
And he's fouled. Hard fall there. Won't get the layup to go, but he heads to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And there were so many open layups for them against Covenant Catholic. They are having to earn everything under the basket tonight, this evening, with the exception of a couple. They're earning every one of them. Corey Cunningham and Reese Davidson are making it hard on Covenant Catholic to play that drive game they like to do.
Lindsay gets the first free throw to go. St. X up 18-16.
And these guards keep sneaking in here and grabbing these rebounds too. I just cannot wrap my head around that. You've got to box out from the wing. I know you have to keep an eye on whoever you're defending. They're going to sneak in there and grab that if you're not careful.
Chief Cameron had an impressive offensive board over Cunningham in that possession, and Lindsay gets both free throws to fall. Jags trail by 3. Davidson bringing the ball down the floor. We need to get him open for another shot here. So I don't know that he's scored with Jackson in the game guarding him.
He is not. Nope, not tonight. Not today.
Now he had 2 on him, gets it to Allen in the corner. Allen jabs at 3 with a hand in his face. Not a very good look right there for the Jags as it won't go.
No, that was not the shot.
Can he hit that? Yes.
Should he shoot that at that point in the possession?
Probably not. Yeah. It's tough break because same thing with Cunningham in the game 2 days ago. I said if he'd hit that, Valentine would have been mad, but I knew it was coming right there. Yep. I'm surprised it hadn't happened earlier. Jeremiah Jackson found Jordan Jackson on the backdoor cut and the lob for a dunk.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
All right, we're back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Again, technical difficulties, but thankfully it came during the media timeout, so you didn't miss much. St. X up 21-16, North Laurel basketball with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in the first. Elza lobs it in to Davidson. Davidson just goes to work in the paint over Jackson. And that's where he has the advantage. Jackson has him beat on speed, but if we can get it to him in the post.
Yeah, but you can pound him underneath because Jackson is about 3 or 4 inches shorter than Reese Davidson.
Jackson spinning. That was a travel and a half. He just took a cross-country trip right there.
That was 3 steps. You get 2 steps, you don't get a third.
So 2 points given up, and then Cunningham turns it over, and it's another easy 2 points there.
What you can't have, those turnovers in this press, you cannot be having that. They've got to get that fixed.
So St. X up 25-18. Davidson now backing down Jackson once again. Didn't have it, kicks it back out to Rawlings. They've got to quit doing them dribble handoffs, Jared. Yeah, St. X is reading it so well.
Yeah, that's about the 4th time they've turned it over. That was almost a turnover there.
Elza gets it over to Rawlings, and Rawlings was loose with it, had it knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Jags.
And a lot of these limitations on offense are just I think you're right. They need to attack in the post with Reese Davidson. That would open up a lot more of your offense instead of having him attacking up here at the 3-point line trying to get around Jeremiah Jackson.
Noble into the game for the Jags, gives Cunningham a break. Elza gets it to Allen on the right wing. Jags need a bucket as time's ticking down as we head into halftime. 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Elza gets it to Davidson. Davidson automatic double team. Elza sees a lane. He attacks. Tough finish. It won't go, and it's rebounded by Klein. Klein to the basket. Had it stripped by Rawlings, who gets the steal. Big defensive play there.
Gigantic play by Jordan Rawlings, because if he hadn't stripped it, Klein was going to be open for that shot under the basket.
So now North Laurel with another opportunity to score here before heading into halftime, and they need a big bucket right here. Elza gets it to Davidson, top of the key. Davidson back to Elza. We're down to 12 seconds now. And Elza is fouled by Cameron.
And that's what North Laurel, they really need some of these fouls to get called on that, because that's going to back this aggressiveness off for St. X, because they know that if I do this, well, I'm going to get busted for a foul. So that's going to help them, because they've really not caught a ton of those bump fouls much today, other than just a couple on that one right there. Yeah. So they need to start calling those. That will help North out a lot.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. That was a Chief's second foul there, Chief Cameron. And we lob it into Davidson on the block, and there's a foul on the floor. This time they're gonna get Jeremiah Jackson. And that's just his first foul, but that foul right there had Chief Cameron come out of the game, so it's less pressure, like you mentioned. And right there, Davidson had it knocked out of bounds. 7.6 seconds on the clock now. This has been we're struggling. We really need a bucket right here.
Badly, yeah.
We're running every set we can possible to get an open look here. This time inbound in front of St. X's bench. We get it to Allen. Back to Elza. 5 seconds. Floater in the paint. No good. Cunningham can't pull the rebound down, and it goes to St. X.
That's just I just don't have a lot of answers for that possession. Cooper Elza's got an open look at the basket. It's just not under control. The shot was.
2 seconds. We can't give up anything here. Klein, half-court heave. No good, and that's going to do it for the first half. Your North Laurel Jags trail 25-18 heading into the locker room here. And so far, Jared, it's been the turnovers. We're being loose with the ball. St. X has let's see, points off turnovers, 9. They have 9 points off of turnovers.
Yep. And those are so easy. Those points are, right? We talk about it all the time. Those points you did not have to earn because you didn't make it earned in the half court. You don't have your defense set up like you need to. And they're all, and a lot of them were products of lazy passes down here. Not some of them you can credit to St. X's pressure, and that's something they've got to work on. But some were just those lazy dribble handoffs, like we were talking about. You cannot have that if you expect to win this game and move on to Saturday night.
No, North Laurel, I believe, with 7 turnovers in the first half. Yep, 7 turnovers in the first half. We cut that down because it was only 2 turnovers there in the second quarter. We had 5 in the first. But it's them dang dribble handoffs, Jared. Like, I get why they want to do it, but, you know, certain teams work hard and figure out how to get through that, and St. X has done that very well. So we're gonna have to cut those out of the offense for sure. Absolutely.
I mean, you had 3 turnovers on dribble handoffs, and almost a 4th. That's 3 of those 7 turnovers. And then on the offensive end, Reese Davis is just having a hard. Jackson's doing a good job staying with him. They've got to run some more. When they were trying to run screens to knock Jackson off of him, those screens, they just couldn't make contact with them. So that's something they've got to fix too. Try to get some of those screens to get Jackson off of Reese so he can get some of these open looks, and maybe post him up some more like we talked about, because we saw that work. There was a good possession where Reese just backed him under the basket and shot a little hook shot. That was a good look. So maybe they need to go back to that as well.
Absolutely. So we will step aside, take a quick break here. There's 15 minutes for halftime, so we'll run some ads, pay a couple bills, but we'll come back with some halftime stats. Jags trailed 25-18 to St. X at the half. This is Jalen Black, Jared Wilson. We'll step aside and be right back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Monticello Banking Company is a Kentucky-based financial institution with a rich history spanning well over a century. Established in 1895, we've been providing personal and business banking solutions to our customers, offering a wide range of services like checking and savings accounts, CDs, money market accounts, loans, credit cards, wealth management, and online banking solutions. Monticello Bank on 5th Street in London, serving our youth.
Gondolier Italian Restaurant of London is a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. Locally owned and operated, Doyle Jones and his family and staff use only the freshest ingredients with the largest menu selection around. Here are just a few of the things folks are saying about Gondolier. Fast, friendly service. Everything was delicious. While another satisfied customer says great service and staff. The food is amazing and has yet to disappoint. GondelierofLondon.com. North Laurel and Gondolier are a winning team.
Your local Burger King with locations in the London Shopping Center and at 1875 North Main in London proudly supports Laurel County's young athletes. Have it your way at BK.
Season today at BK. Have it your way. Your own.
Hey everyone, Robbie Grimes here, candidate for Laurel County Sheriff. Our youth is very important to me. That's the reason I pledged to put a DARE officer back in our schools. I have over 25 years of law enforcement experience, with 18 years at the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, rising through the ranks all the way to major. If you want a sheriff truly dedicated to seeing our kids succeed, vote for me, Robbie Grimes for Sheriff. Go to RobbieGrimes.com for more information. Thank you and God bless.
Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range at 607 Don's Drive behind London's Walmart has a great indoor firearms range and affordable prices for times, targets, and all kinds of firearms. Also ask us about teaching firearm safety and handling. Walk-ups are welcome or phone 606-260-8822. Open each day except Sunday. Come in now and check out our range and simulator. And always shoot Center Target.
For quality casework since 1975, look no further than Stidham Cabinet Incorporated at 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. If you want experience, expertise, and dedication, you've found it at Stidham Cabinet. Come create your dream design by visiting our 2,000 square foot showroom, or visit StidhamCabinet.com to see a list of all of our name brand products to choose from. That's Stidham Cabinet, 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. Phone number 606-528-3648 or 800-425-0899.
Your Laurel County Judge Executive, David Westerfield, wants you to know he is seeking another term this upcoming May 2026. In this position since 2011, Judge Westerfield seeks your support as our fine county of Laurel continues to grow and expand, and also heal and recover from the recent devastation left by last May's tornado. David has several years of experience in local government with a proven track record. Judge Westerfield has laid a solid foundation, and there's more to be done. That's why he's asking for your vote this upcoming May primary, paid for by David Westerfield. Souls Harbor is a full gospel church. Powerful preaching, inspirational music, and spirit-filled worship are present at all of our services. Souls Harbor Church offers many ministries to share the gospel of Jesus. We offer various activities and groups for all ages. Ministries abound for our youth. Our Wednesday family night services provide for Royal Rangers and Missionettes. And we proudly support all of our area's young athletes at Souls Harbor. Go Lady Jags in your quest for a state title.
When he got injured in a car accident, he told Morgan he not only gets a ring, he gets trial lawyers like Sam and Jessica, who are in it together. He gets his own investigators with briefcases and their warrants. And if you ever have questions, our customer service folks keep things rolling. Agents, we're Morgan and America's largest injury law.
We have a team in schools. You guys have opportunity to take the pieces from the number and complete the puzzle. My man right here, Mr. Morgan. Whoever can get it done the quickest wins a prize back for Morgan Morgan. Come on, get set, go! That's sort of the Josie in this corner.
Michael's Salon is a full-service salon offering a wide variety of hair, wax, nail, and spa services. Visit us on Facebook or go to michaelssalon.com, located at 260 Pinetop Road in London. We want you to leave relaxed, renewed, and thrilled with our services. Your happiness is our priority. So we want you to be happy with your visit and ready to come see us again soon. Michael's Salon is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Nation. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Since 2010, John Root has proudly served as your Laurel County Sheriff, now ready to serve in their new location at 1380 East Highway 192 in London, Monday through Friday 8 to 4. John Root, providing a safe, secure place for the residents of and visitors to our fine county of Laurel, and he proudly supports all area youth activities.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
7 Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth moving contractor. Operating from East Bernstead, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at 7 Earth Movers, LLC.
First National Bank of Manchester, we're all the bank you'll ever need. We're your hometown bank for all your needs. You can find us everywhere. Large enough to serve you well, we're small enough to care. When you call on us, you'll find we'll be your friend indeed. First National Bank of Manchester, we're all the bank you'll ever need.
North Laurel Jaguar basketball is brought to you all season long by Revolution Physical Therapy in London, Kentucky. At 195 Commercial Drive, Suite 100, Revolution PT specializes in sports rehab, injury recovery, and personalized care to help you heal, strengthen, and get back in the game. Call 606-657-5111 today to schedule your appointment and stop letting pain slow you down. Revolution Physical Therapy, be better, move better, play better.
Whether it's a new piece of equipment, attachments, parts, or service, London's Mead Tractor is your local hometown dealer. We offer a wide selection of financing options to meet any budget. With a new location at 2800 East Hal Rogers Parkway, we have an extensive inventory, both new and used. We carry John Deere, Krone, Kuhn, ACI, HLA, and so much more. Stop in for a visit today. Mead Tractor proudly supports our area's youth. At East Bernstead First Baptist Church, Pastor Norm Brock and his congregation are like the community they serve, a blend of good things, contemporary styles of worship combined with traditional favorites. They feel that worship is an important opportunity to sing and praise God in all circumstances. At First Baptist Church of East Bernstead, you'll find yourself surrounded by encouraging people who want to love and serve you and help you find hope in Jesus. We're all about loving and serving so that all may know God, and you have a place here with us. We support all of our area's youth sports teams, and we say go Jaguars. First Baptist Church of East Bernstead, here to serve.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive. True Colors, LLC is a residential and commercial finishing company you can trust. Dustin Lewis and his team of quality professionals can do the job great or small, and True Colors is a proud supporter of North Laurel Nation. Find True Colors, LLC on Facebook or phone 606-657-5300. True quality, true service, true colors.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. A little over a minute remaining before we begin the third quarter here at Rupp Arena in the first Elite Eight matchup of the day. Your Jags trail 25-18 to St. X right now. And Jared, we've been looking at the stats. It's the turnovers, you know, and we're not shooting well. We're 8 of 21 from field goal range, 38.1%. St. X is shooting almost 50 with 47.6. So the fact that we're only down 7 is probably a blessing.
It
Jared,
is certainly,
because when you have 7 turnovers, 5 and a quarter, and you're not shooting well, that's not a good combination. That's not where you want to be. So we're hoping the Jags come out here, flip a switch. I mean, I always loved as an athlete the third quarter because you already know how they're going to play.
Yeah.
You get a moment to kind of reflect. Okay, first half, we didn't do this well. We didn't take care of the ball well. Okay, and now we've had a break. They've had a break. Momentum slowed down. It's almost like a reset. Like you get this big reset, and it's anybody's chance in the next 2 quarters. So hopefully the Jags, I know Coach Valentine will have them ready. I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe switch up defense a little bit and try to throw them, throw them for a loop here. But I'm expecting more of our shots to fall. I mean,
yeah, they won't not fall forever, right?
I mean, Corey's 1 for 4, Elza's 0 for 4, and even Caden's 2 for 5. I mean, Reese is 4 for 6, but 6 shots. Like we need to get him a lot more opportunities
100%.
on the offensive end. Jaguar basketball to start the third quarter. Elza gets it in the backcourt. Gets it over to Allen, in to Cunningham. Bobbled it momentarily. Now he's working on Jackson. Had it blocked, but fights for it and couldn't save it from going out of bounds. St. X basketball.
Yep, and we saw Corey, he worked Jordan Jackson under the basket at one point in the first half, but that really just wasn't there, and that wasn't the greatest look in the world for Corey Cunningham under the basket.
Cameron back out to Jeremiah Jackson. He's trying to take Davidson to the rim, but he knocked it away. Back out to Lindsay. Lindsay, tough crossover, but went for the dunk. Not the smartest move as he misses it.
Rejected by the rim.
Up ahead to Rawlings. Rawlings knows we want to be patient here, but he throws it away. Lindsay comes from behind and gets the steal. Davidson would have had a wide open 3. And then another good play by Elza. That was nearly a major slam by Jordan Jackson there. But Elza was able to strip it out of bounds. St. X ball underneath their own basket.
There you go. Right away, your second possession on offense, you have a turnover. That's what you couldn't do.
And just an easy, wide-open bucket for Jeremiah Jackson. Now the Jags trail 9.
And they're going to have to deal with this pressure, too. They can't make a mistake and turn the ball over. They're fighting with this press.
Davidson doubled, and he's fouled, yeah.
Yep.
He got knocked to the floor there on that one. Yep. That's a lot of contact if Reese Davidson's hitting the deck.
Yeah, Klein just took his legs out. I mean, right for the knees.
So Elza set to inbound on the sideline. Laurel needs a bucket. We've been scoreless for quite some time, Jared.
Yep, it's been a while since they've had a bucket.
Davidson trying to get going, no good. And we can't get the offensive board. St. X ball.
And that was a good look for Reese Davidson. We've seen him make that shot, and it's going to keep falling for him, but they need it desperately, quickly, those shots to start falling.
Klein gets open 4-3. It's no good. Quick rebound by Elza. I'd like to see us push and transition some, and Cunningham does, but had his layup pinned off the backboard. And that right there is just part of Cunningham. He's not used to playing against someone.
A 7-foot guy that can run like that. No.
And jump. He got up there to block that. Lindsay kicks out to Jackson in the corner. Now over to Klein on the right wing. Back up top to Cameron. Cameron spinning, gets to the paint. Davidson blocks that one off the backboard. And Allen looks to push, gets to the right, hits Davidson in stride, and he's fouled on the shot.
All right. That's what you need.
There's some momentum, yeah.
And look at the defensive end for North Laurel. Really, St. Xavier has struggled in their half-court offense against North. They've not looked. They've had their issues in it. A lot of their points have come off of transition buckets.
11,
yeah. And so St. X, they want to drive, and they're just not going to be able to do that against North Laurel with Reese Davidson and Corey Cunningham patrolling the paint.
This is the first time the Jags have been at the free throw line all morning, and Davidson knocks the first one down.
As much contact as they've been through, it's shocking that they've not been to the free throw line. But they can lean on this defense in this third and fourth quarter, keep those buckets off the ball. And as long as they don't turn the ball over in their offense down here, they're going to be okay, and they're going to get back in the game.
Davidson knocks down the second free throw, much needed. Jags back within 7.
If these turnovers persist, North Laurel will lose this game.
Jeremiah Jackson catches it on the turn, gets to the block, still has his dribble alive, and great defense by Davidson cuts him off. Johnson back into the ball game. He gets it to Lindsey. Lindsey lost his dribble. Allen nearly had the ball there. Good defense. Elza with the back tap, but it's right into the hands of Jeremiah Jackson. Back to Cameron.
And some patience from his St. Xavier team.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Not for long as Cameron gets to the rim, and St. X is smart. They had Jackson out, which brought Cunningham out, and they brought both the Jacksons out.
Yeah, both of the Jackson two were both pulled out from underneath the basket.
So both our big guys weren't there to contest that layup at all. Nice little 12-footer there by Allen.
Yep, but Caden Allen, he's had some big moments in this game. That was another good shot for Caden Allen. He's going to turn it on here.
And Coach Valentine said last night, he was like, you're not just going to stop St. X completely. They're going to have their moments. They're going to have their big runs, but it's how his team responds to those runs that will, have an effect on the end score there. Cameron misses a free throw. And what a play. Reese Davidson all hard out there on the court. He just knocked the ball. He fought, first of all, around a hook arm by Jeremiah Jackson to tap the ball off of Jackson and out of bounds. St. X crowd didn't like that, but that was just pure hustle right there from Reese Davidson.
And earns North Laurel the ball back. Those are what big-time players do.
Jags looking for a bucket here. Allen on the right wing. They have Davidson in the short corner. Stepped through, had it blocked, and unable to pull down the rebound there, out of bounds.
And look, on the moments right there, Corey Cunningham's got to pull out of paint. I think in most of the games they played up to this point, you've not had another person that can protect the rim.
Yeah.
But with Jackson playing defense on him, Cunningham needs to pull out of the paint when Reese is driving so that his shot's not going to get blocked by Jackson.
Absolutely. Cunningham gets a steal. He's got Chief on him, and Chief has done that twice this ball game to Cunningham on a fast break layup.
My goodness. And, those are, like we talk about, easy points that should be on the board, and they're not, and you have to go back in. But, at least they got the ball here in their half court. They still got a chance, but you'd like to have had it on that layup.
We've done the same to them all game, too.
Yeah.
We've had a bunch of possessions. Cunningham gets it back, though, goes up. No foul on the play.
Ton of contact.
He got absolutely hammered as he went up for the dunk there. And we've got a 30-second timeout taken by St. X. That's a foul all day.
Foul. That should be. He should be at the free throw line right now.
That was contact that affected the outcome of that shot there. Regardless, Jags still trail by 7. St. X up 29-22, 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. We're going to step aside for a quick 30-second timeout and be right back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Looking for unbeatable deals on quality vehicles? Since 1984, London Auto Sales has been your trusted source for late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. From rugged pickups to sleek sedans, we've got the ride for you. Visit us over on Somerset Road, online at londonautosales.net. London Auto Sales, where quality meets affordability.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Jags are trying to claw their way back here against St. X. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the third quarter. St. X basketballs, they lead 29-22. And here's that different defensive look that I said we might see. Oh, and nearly a turnover right at the start. And it is.
Wow. All right, so here you go. The in-game adjustments for Nate Valentine. They go to this two-man pressure zone thing. They run a whole lot. And it cost St. X. They weren't prepared for it. They were not ready for that to happen to them. They threw the ball out of bounds.
It's one of the most underrated parts of Coach Valentine's coaching ability is his in-game adjustments and how well his team can execute them. And that's a testimony to him and his culture here. Davidson three-pointer is short. And we got a foul on Cunningham going after the rebound.
And that was one Cunningham can't have. He's sitting at 2. That's his third. And where you got to depend on Corey to fight underneath the basket, that takes some of his aggression, what he can do under the basket away. That was a bad foul. He really didn't need to do that.
Jags are still unable to cut down this lead here. Allen had a tip on that ball, but Lindsey just wide open at the high post. No one stepped up there. And now the Jags trail by 9. And we got a foul on Lindsey there.
The foul is on number 5, Lindsey. That's his first team.
That's just his first foul, so no foul trouble there for him. Our last field goal, 4:56, so looking for a bucket here. Davidson gets to the rim. Nice layup off the top of the basket there.
He won't stay quiet forever. That time he was able to shake Jackson on the post move again. That's working for him. They need to lean on that.
You want to try to make a run and be within one possession of them as we head into the fourth here. I mean, luckily for us, this isn't a Bell County team or something like that. It's going to dribble the timeout. You know, they're not going to be very patient. And that was crazy that nice. Oh, my gosh. St. X just tried to throw a lob over Reese Davidson's head, and it went off the backboard. And then they got the rebound off the backboard, and Davidson blocks it. All ball up top, Jared.
I agree with you. And we're about to find out if the ball's going to lie or not. But I think it's our media timeout.
Yeah, we're into our third media timeout here. Jags trail 31-24. We'll step aside and be right back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
First National Bank of Manchester, we're all the bank you'll ever need. We're your hometown bank for all your needs. You can find us everywhere. We're large enough to serve you well. We're small enough to care. When you call on us, you'll find we'll be your friend indeed. First National Bank of Manchester, we're all the bank you'll ever need.
Kentucky Pool and Spa, specializing in fiberglass pool sales and installation. Servicing London, Corbin, Berea, Richmond, Somerset, Danville, and Harrodsburg. We are a full-service setup swimming pool and hot tub service. Find us on Facebook or online at kypoolandspa.com. Kentucky Pool and Spa, locally at 1297 Highway 192 East in London. Proudly supporting our county's youth.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Your Jags facing a little bit of adversity here, Jared. They are down by 7 points. St. X up 31-24, 2:27 left to play here in the third quarter. It's not going to be easy, but they can come back. They can come back and win this game.
Absolutely. And these next 2:27 heading into the third quarter, these are going to be some of the most important possessions in the game.
And the first free throw by Jordan Jackson is good.
They've got to keep leaning on Reese Davidson in the post and try to put some points on the board. Their defense is doing well enough that they're going to, if they can start getting some things going on offense, they're going to be in good shape.
Jackson gets both free throws. Jags now trail by 9. Ilza brings it down the floor for North. Gets it to Davidson. Davidson goes to the rim. Kicks it out to Allen. Allen into Cunningham on the right block. Just goes up, over, plus the foul. Big boy basket by Corey Cunningham.
Through the contact. I mean, he's outsized by Jordan Jackson by quite a bit. Jackson, I mean, that was a ton of contact, and Cunningham made it anyway. He was not going to be denied at the rim, Jalen.
I'm glad we got that call there because I felt the last bucket Corey went up for. He got hit hard, and there was a no call. So sometimes like that as a post player, it can be kind of discouraging. You know, he hasn't had his best game, and but we need him to continue taking these shots in the paint. And Corey gets the free throw to go. So the Jags are back within 6.
And we're in the zone. We went to the zone. I think this is our third possession in a row in the zone. So
trapping and Gar's feeling panic, splits the double, and St. X had to blow a timeout there.
Yep. Okay.
What you want?
Exactly. Yep. But you get your team a little bit of rest here, and that's a timeout they're not going to have in the fourth quarter. In crunch time, Jalen.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds, so we'll just stay here a little bit. But yeah, North Laurel forced the turnover, very first possession of switching defense there. Got St. X speeded up quicker than they wanted to, and a hard pass went out of bounds over the head of Jeremiah Jackson. And then now this possession, Gar, he's not one of their starters. I'm not sure what grade he is, but you could tell he was a little panicked with that trap there.
Yeah, I mean, so panicked.
He was doing a little shaking, like, please, somebody come get this ball. And then he ended up splitting the double team, but not before St. X's coach had already called for a timeout.
And we've seen that North lean on that two-man trap in points where they would get down or it would be close in the ballgame. They needed a couple turnovers. They would lean on that two-man trap. We've not seen that probably in about 6 weeks from this team. So,
and look at another defensive change here by Coach Valentine. Keep things. Oh yeah, Jordan Jackson just got called for the illegal screen. What a catch by the official there. I honestly didn't see it. I was watching the ball.
I didn't either.
But Jeremiah Jackson was wide open.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was. So something happened right with that screen, so much so that it probably was illegal.
And that's his fourth foul, possibly?
I believe it is. Oh, my gosh. That's huge.
Third. Looks like, well, maybe this ain't refreshed. I'm trying to look at the live stats. Sometimes they, aren't on, but he's out of the game, which is huge here.
Yep, that means yep.
Elza gets it to
Lane
Rollins.
O'Cunningham under the basket. He's got that Johnson boy on him.
Yeah. We get it into Davidson. Yes, exactly what you want. Davidson just caught it good in the paint. Only took 2 dribbles to back Jackson down and got the right-handed hook. Jags are back within 5. This is the shortest I think the lead's been since early in the first half.
And they're missing the rim protector, so you got to lean on the paint in the offense.
Got to take advantage, absolutely. Davidson was covering 2 now, and they've got an extra in the corner. Jeremiah Jackson bobbled it. He's trapped. Back out to Lindsay on the right wing.
And some panic here from St. X that we've not seen.
Big 3 by Lindsay. It was deep, and it's no good. And it's North Laurel basketball.
I cannot believe that. I think Jordan Rollins slapped that out of bounds.
The other. Yeah. That's insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we agree with the call? No, but we don't have instant replay. You cannot go back.
Well, that's true.
We don't have instant replay. You can't go back and switch the call. Coach Valentine not happy right there.
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
So St. X basketball, and golly, Jeremiah Jackson, just that little shot. That's twice they've ran that inbounds play, and he's had that wide open.
Yep. And they got to settle down here. You got to lean back in your offense. You got to call it and go your way, but got to settle down here, attack the paint without Jordan Jackson out there.
So a 2-point turnaround right there when we could have had the opportunity to cut the 6-point lead, but now it's back up. And we've got a timeout taken by Coach Valentine. We're down to 22.6 seconds left. Man, what a ball game. North Laurel's not going away.
No, they're not. They're not going to go
They're
peacefully.
Making it hard on St. X, absolutely. So we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second break here on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. St. X up 35-29.
Hey everyone, Robbie Grimes here, candidate for Laurel County Sheriff. Our youth is very important to me. That's the reason I pledged to put a DARE officer back in our schools. I have over 25 years of law enforcement experience, with 18 years at the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, rising through the ranks all the way to major. If you want a sheriff truly dedicated to seeing our kids succeed, vote for me, Robbie Grimes for Sheriff. Go to robbiegrimes.com for more information. Thank you and God bless.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. We're in a barn burner here. Big time possession for your Jags right now. 22.6 seconds. Coach Valentine just called a 30-second timeout, probably to draw up a good play. We get it into Davidson on the right wing. Davidson wants to get to the basket, had it knocked away. And Lindsay almost came up with a steal, but it stays with the Jags. I don't know if you noticed on that play, Jared, but we had Allen with what looked like a direct curl to the basket there.
Yes, we did, and they chose not to go with it. Yeah. Cooper Hills chose not to make the pass to him.
But I'm wondering if Elza will be looking for that now, which you have to see number 21, big and lanky Ethan Petter guarding the ball. We get it into Cunningham. Down to 12 seconds. Elza now to Davidson. Now to 8 seconds. Davidson to Rawlings. Right wing three. Big time shot. Jordan.
Oh, they double Reese Davidson, and Jordan Rawlings made him pay.
The heave at the buzzer, no good, and the Jags are within 3 as we head into the 4th and final quarter of this Elite Eight matchup. North Laurel Nation on their feet.
They
big
are rocking
shot,
down here
Jordan
in the
Rawlings.
far sideline. Jalen, what a shot by Jordan Rawlings. Ice in his veins.
Gosh, if that'll put a smile on your face, Jared, I don't know what else to
no,
tell
there ain't
you.
nothing else. No.
Pure joy for North Laurel Nation right now. We're still in this ball game, down 3, 8 minutes till we make school history and have the opportunity to play in the Final Four. St. X up 35-32. We'll take a break here before we start the 4th quarter on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
This is Walter T. Hewlett, or Coach T, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. Over my 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team. As your next Judge Executive, I will work with community leaders, business owners, and other government officials to create a sustainable economic future for all Laurel Countyans. I will help build a team that collaborates with both business and government to build a stronger Laurel County in southern Kentucky. Together, we can make a difference. This is not my campaign, it's our campaign. I humbly ask for your support and vote for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Committee to elect Walter T. Hewlett, Laurel County Judge Executive. Your Laurel County Judge Executive, David Westerfield, wants you to know he is seeking another term this upcoming May 2026. In this position since 2011, Judge Westerfield seeks your support as our fine county of Laurel continues to grow and expand, and also heal and recover from the recent devastation left by last May's tornado. David has several years of experience in local government with a proven track record. Judge
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. St. X basketball to start the 4th quarter. Jags trail 35-32 in what has been arguably the best game in the tournament so far,
This
Jared.
has been a dogfight.
Jeremiah Jackson throws it to absolutely nobody.
Yep.
Turnover to start the 4th quarter. If you're North Laurel, you couldn't have wrote it up better, Jared.
Nope, and that's all the pressure from Reese Davidson underneath the basket. Jeremiah Jackson knew he didn't have the shot, and his teammates weren't there to get the ball away from him.
Elza with it in the backcourt. Jordan Jackson back into the ball game, guarding Cunningham. Davidson gets to his spot, 15-footer, no good. Ooh, Davidson nearly came in and affected that rebound, but the Tigers pull it down.
And one thing, North has not let them get any of these transition opportunities off of like these offensive or defensive rebounds. They've done really good with that.
Lindsay thought about the three, gets it over to Chief Cameron. North Laurel in this zone, they've got to make sure to step up on Lindsay there. He really wanted that three. And Elza going to come over.
And St. X, out of what they typically do, playing a little bit of patience.
Honestly, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
we're only down. It'd be a different story if we were still down 6 or something.
Yeah.
But we're one possession.
This is what they should have done about a quarter ago.
Oh, and we get caught sleeping on the back end, a lob up, and Jordan Jackson with a big two-hand slam.
Yeah. That's all right.
Now we're down 5. Gotta, like Valentine said, he said on the late night talk show, they're going to dunk it. They're going to do crazy stuff. We got to have a response. It's how we respond to what they do. Jordan Rawlings, 15-footer, short, but rebounded by Cunningham. Gets it out to Davidson, who had to save it inbounds. Allen sees a lane and
wow, did they call a foul on that?
They sure did.
Oh, my gosh.
Honestly, with the foul they called on Reese's block earlier, that's a foul. if we're going to compare that to the block Reese had earlier, then that's also foul. But
that was that was a late call too. I mean, that was as late as you could possibly call a foul.
St. X had the ball going in transition when the whistle was blown.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that, Jay. That's
mean,
crazy. But hey, you take
that's how we felt though when we thought we had the out of bounds call down here and they come in and switch it. It's the same concept. So we'll take it when we can get it. Allen knocks down the first free throw, but I mean, Jordan Jackson, what a block. I mean, like just an all-around defensive play like he's made all game. I mean, let's see. I'd say he has at least 4 blocks in this ball game.
And like we talked about, oh, man. But
we get the offensive
Corey
board.
Cunningham.
Corey Cunningham shook that play up. You're absolutely right. North Laurel with another opportunity here. Allen was 1 for 2, and then we get a foul on Klein, and he's not happy.
And neither is the St. X faithful over here on the other side or on the other end of the floor. They're losing it. But, hey, that's a foul. They've been making a ton of contact with Cooper. That's part of why this pressure is working so well.
Jags trail by 4. Rawlings to Davidson, and Davidson forced that pass in there, but we got lucky the way the ball bounced.
Oh, man.
Cunningham struggling, back out to Elza.
Gosh, Corey Cunningham come a hair walking right there. It's the thing you passed out of it.
Rawlings on the left wing. They're all over Rawlings now. Oh man. Right idea, just sorry. I'm getting all excited here. Elzo faked the pass, was looking in the corner, wanted to hit Cunningham on a back door on the block there. Right idea. St. X just did a good job. They didn't really fall for it. North Laurel basketball underneath their goal after the deflection out of bounds by the Tigers. They left Allen, corner 3. Bang!
Caden Allen with a shoot-around jumper, and they're all confused for St. X. Said, who was covering Caden Allen? They forgot about number 10, the sophomore.
Big bucket by the sophomore. Jags trail by 1. Huge defensive possession here. The tide's turning, Jared. I feel it.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh. And by the way, Jordan Jackson's out of the game for St. X with 4 fouls. They don't have the presence inside like they want to have.
Every time number 15 catches it, I'm sending the trap in that corner,
Absolutely,
Jared.
yep, because he's scared.
He got so scared right there when he caught it. North Laurel Nation, this is probably the loudest they've been all morning.
Yep, we've got all kinds of North Laurel faithful over here losing their minds.
As Chief Cameron he's got his right hand on his right hip and his left hand with the ball on his left hip, and he's just content with where he's at right now.
He can stand here for the next 4 minutes if he wanted to.
Oh, and now comes the boos from the North Laurel Jags. St. X has 1 year left after this season where they'll be able to do what they're doing right now. And then after that, it's learn to go get a bucket, Jared.
Right. Oh, goodness. Oh, the joys of high school basketball. This is one of the more important games, and we're standing here. There's ball on the hip. Nothing happened, and it should not be like this. It's a good thing there's going to be a shot clock in 2 years.
I hope they can hear the boos right now. St. X has not moved. Josh Lindsay now with the ball on his right hip, and North Laurel Nation was getting loud.
There's nothing. This is what's wrong with not having a shot clock. What we're watching right here.
This is not state tournament basketball. This is not March Madness right here, just standing here. Be a dog. Go get a bucket. Don't stand and wait for the clocks to tick out.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got some pressure now. Something's going to happen.
We got some movement. All that for a full timeout. North Laurel Nation's loving it. That makes us think they're scared, Jared.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think they're getting a little nervous right now. I don't know if you noticed, though, during that little situation, Cooper, Elza, and Caden Allen were looking at Coach Valentine like, Coach, can we go? Can we go? And he had his hand up. He was like, no, just wait. He was like, just wait. Like, let him do it. And the guys were, like, fighting to just dying to go out there and trap and start playing defense.
And I think this helps us, too, because like we were talking about, you're only down a point, right? Like, this is not like St. X is up a whole bunch of points and you need to foul. I like it. I like that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're limited. The game's going to come down to probably about 6 to 7 or 8 more possessions. So
1,000%. All you do when you hold the ball right there with a 1 point lead is tell me that you don't believe you can go get another bucket.
That's right. Well, and they felt the pressure from this press that North Laurel has been doing and the 2-3 zone. what an adjustment by Nate Valentine, right? We've not seen the 2-3 out of North Laurel more than one possession in about a month. Right,
You're
like
probably
they've been in
right.
man all the time, all through the district tournament, all through the region tournament. They had a couple possessions against Bell. They showed zone. The rest of the time, they've been man to man. Well, this is a credit to this coaching staff having these boys ready to go.
1,000%.
It's a defense they've not played in a game for a month. They bring it out here against St. Xavier and force turnovers and force St. Xavier to get uncomfortable and have bad shots. It's so impressive. This coaching staff has
Check
got them
that
ready.
out. 9 turnovers for St. X now.
Yep.
And that's been the difference and what's allowed North Laurel to come back here and be within 1 point of taking the lead.
It's a spectacular run here, and
both teams with 9. Both teams with 9 turnovers there. St. X, though, has had the advantage as they scored 11 points off of turnovers. We've scored only 6, but
so you've also got Klein with 4 fouls too for St. X. That's 2 of your starters for St. Xavier. Really can't play. I guess this time out they'll bring them back. Yeah, they've got both of them back on the floor.
Yeah, they're both back in. Big possession. I'm
attacking Jordan Jackson under the basket. Make him show that he can block those shots without fouling.
All right. Folks, we have a barn burner. Text everyone you know. Send them the link to this live stream now. 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining, and only one of these teams will make it to the Final Four. Chief Cameron brings the ball down the floor for St. X, and North Laurel back in this man-to-man defense. Hands it off to Klein. Cunningham went for the steal, didn't get it. And a big slam right there by Jackson.
Yep,
Jordan Jackson.
A gamble for Cunningham, just didn't pay off there. Left Jackson wide open going to the basket.
All right, North Laurel now needs a bucket as they trail by 3. Elza dribbles it out. Down to 3 minutes, 15 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Elza to Rawlings. Wanted to get him open for a 3. They had it momentarily, but not in time. Now Allen to Elza, top of the key, and Coach Valentine calls out another offensive set. Oh, look at that little high five between Allen and Rawlings mid-play. I like it.
They're feeling good.
Cunningham at the high post. Back out. Rawlings, right wing 3. Left that one short. I think Lindsay got a piece of that one.
Did,
or that might have been right on the money.
It was online. Just the distance of the ball, the velocity of the ball was impacted by that.
For
block.
sure. You could see the spin go away.
Yeah.
So now it's do or die time. North Laurel's gonna have to get up and play D here. They'll do a little switching around as Jeremiah Jackson dribbles the timeout on the right side. We send the double team, get it over to Cameron. Cameron to Klein in the corner, thought about the 3, won't take it, drives instead. Now back out to Jeremiah Jackson, who was getting on to Klein for attacking right there.
Yes, so what are you doing?
He was yelling at him. Wide open 3, won't take it, gets to the paint instead, and a foul called on Allen. Coach Valentine's not happy about something. I think it's what his team's doing. They didn't do something he asked for. Maybe it was the foul call. Yeah, it looks like he's upset with something his team's doing. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside. Down to 2:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Jags trail 39-36 to St. X. We'll step aside and be right back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
North Laurel Jaguar basketball is brought to you all season long by Revolution Physical Therapy in London, Kentucky. At 195 Commercial Drive, Suite 100, Revolution PT specializes in sports rehab, injury recovery, and personalized care to help you heal, strengthen, and get back in the game. Call 606-657-5111 today to schedule your appointment and stop letting pain slow you down. Revolution Physical Therapy, be better, move better, play better.
For quality casework since 1975, look no further than Stidham Cabinet Incorporated at 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. If you want experience, expertise, and dedication, you've found it at Stidham Cabinet. Come create your dream design by visiting our 2,000 square foot showroom or visit StidhamCabinet.com to see a list of all of our name brand products to choose from. That's Stidham Cabinet, 471 Nursery Road in Corbin. Phone number 606-528-3648 or 800-425-0899.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. I believe this was the media timeout, wasn't it?
Yes, this was the media timeout, the last dead ball. So
yeah, still going on right now. That was the final buzzer for the media timeout. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining. Jags trail by 3. And it's going to be St. X basketball, I believe.
It is, and they're going to be at the free throw line.
Yeah, at the free throw line.
The paid now bump, I think, is it Klein? Yeah, Klein's going to be the one shooting the free throws. These are free throws that you would love to see St. X miss and keep this just the one possession game.
I don't know how liable that is to happen. Klein is 80.3% free throw shooter.
He's probably going to make them.
First one, no good. No good. We love a broadcaster jinx when it goes our way, Jared.
Yes, that's why I said that.
Let's go. Second one goes, and Jags now trail by 4. Need a quicker bucket here. We don't have time to spare.
Yeah, they can't have a ton of patience. You do have to have a shot coming off here pretty quick.
And Cooper Elza gets it past the half-court line, and Coach Valentine calls a full timeout. So we'll step aside for a quick break and come right back after this full timeout here on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
True Colors LLC is a residential and commercial finishing company you can trust. Dustin Lewis and his team of quality professionals can do the job great or small, and True Colors is a proud supporter of North Laurel Nation. Find True Colors LLC on Facebook or phone 606-657-5300. True quality, true service, true colors. Whether it's a new piece of equipment, attachments, parts, or service, London's Mead Tractor is your local hometown dealer. We offer a wide selection of financing options to meet any budget. With a new location at 2800 East Hal Rogers Parkway, we have an extensive inventory, both new and used. We carry John Deere, Krone, Kuhn, ACI, HLA, and so much more. Stop in for a visit today. Mead Tractor proudly supports our area's youth.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Minute 59 left to go. Jags trail by 4 to St. X here in the Elite 8 matchup on this beautiful Friday morning here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yep, and I mean this is wild. And they've got to get a dogfight. They've got a good shot here down 4. Like we were kind of talking in the break. You're a bucket and a stop and another bucket away from being in the lead. All that can happen here in this next 2 minutes. You want to see them lean on Reese Davidson here, do something under the basket against Jackson. And our big thing is they need to attack Jordan Jackson, the other Jackson, the tall Jackson, number 4, and try to get him to foul out of this game, because this St. X team was completely different
when he's out,
and they're not nearly as effective when he's not on the floor. He does so much for their defense and their offense too. Both of those things, they're prepared to have him out there, and when they don't, they struggle.
North Laurel basketball down by 4, minute 55 on the clock. North Laurel needs a bucket here. Davidson down to Cunningham, wide open layup. They left him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal was. Maybe it was a zone or something, or really maybe they're thinking Jordan Jackson doesn't need to foul out and they're just not going to play any layup. But you got to be close at least.
I mean, that's better than giving up something. Yeah. Klein in the corner now to Jeremiah Jackson, and he'll dribble back out. Jags within 2. Big defensive possession here, Jared. And Davidson come up. Oh, my gosh.
Did they call a foul?
Yeah, they did. Oh, my gosh.
I cannot believe that. Reese Davidson with the cleanest steal of all time. I mean, it was perfect. I just cannot believe that. And I cannot believe it.
Davidson had a fast break layup to tie this game up, and they called the latest whistle I've ever heard.
It was so late.
Luckily, that was our second foul this quarter, so they didn't send him to the line, but it is their ball once again when we could have had 2 points and tied it up here. Oh, man, I wish the people listening could have seen that play right there. Down to a minute 10. North Laurel has got to get a turnover. We're trying to stay, and we had to foul there to kind of stop the momentum they had of playing keep away.
And so now you're going to have to foul up to get into the free throw line. I think that's kind of where we're going, and that's why Cam Anderson is in the game to try to he may be the one getting some of these fouls. He didn't have a foul in the game, I don't think. So
no.
You don't want to burn those fouls up on your starters. You want to try to burn them up on people who don't want to play offense.
He's great defensively, too, so he can help add some pressure and help out here.
Yeah.
They get it into Chief Cameron in the backcourt, down to 1:01. They send the double team back out to Jeremiah Jackson, and down to 58 seconds. Klein in the corner. And so far, they're doing a good job. We had to foul to stop the clock there.
So that was their fourth. So now one more foul to get them to go to the free throw line. And this is one more possession where you try to get one of these traps to work, get them, because Reese Davidson just showed they are loose. They can be loose with the basketball, and it can be stolen away during one of these possessions. So at least get one trap, and then if the trap doesn't work, foul.
And Cooper fouls Jeremiah Jackson almost immediately as soon as he caught it. Coach Valentine a little frustrated. I don't think that's the person he wanted to foul there. He is the second leading free throw shooter with 82.9%. And the guy who leads 100% has only shot 2 on the season, so no chance he's missing these as he knocks down the first one. Jordan Rawlings going to check back into the game. We got a little offense-defense going with him and Cam Anderson. 43.6 seconds left. Now a three-point game. Jags going to get lucky. And he'll hit the second one.
All right, that's, you wish you'd come away with no points there, but you got to go down here and get a bucket, cut it back to one possession. That way you can hope they miss the free throws. You really like to have a three.
Davidson sees it to the lane and gets fouled on the shot.
And you can just see Jordan Jackson is playing so much different right now. He's having to back off any kind of pressure. Under the basket, basically you have a wide open lane because he's not playing defense on it.
So Reese Davidson at the line to shoot 2 here. First free throw in and out.
Goodness gracious. So you lost a point to him now, going back and forth for these possessions, losing a point. He's got to make sure he makes his free throw to keep it at 3 possessions and hope they miss the free throws on the other end. Or you get a steal or something.
You want to foul Joshua Lindsay.
Yeah.
He is the lowest free throw shooter on the court. Davidson knocks down the second free throw. Cam Anderson back in for Rawlings. Jags trail by 3, 33.4 seconds left, and we want to get the ball into Josh Lindsay's hands and foul almost immediately. Jags up in a full court press. Good defense so far, and they force a St. X timeout here. That's going to be a full timeout, so that's good on North Laurel. Now St. X with only 1 timeout left. The Jags have 3 left. So 33.4 seconds left. Jags trail by 3. St. X up 42-39. We'll step aside for a full timeout on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
Kentucky Pool and Spa, specializing in fiberglass pool sales and installation. Servicing London, Corbin, Berea, Richmond, Somerset, Danville, and Harrodsburg. We are a full-service setup swimming pool and hot tub service. Find us on Facebook or online at kypoolandspa.com. Kentucky Pool and Spa, locally at 1297 Highway 192 East in London. Proudly supporting our county's youth.
Hello, Laurel County. Mike Masters here. I'm running to be your next Laurel County Coroner. This May 19th election is important, and I'm asking for your vote. If elected, I will lead with honesty, integrity, and compassion, and I'll treat every family with dignity and respect during life's hardest moments. I'd appreciate your support, and I also ask for you to please remember my name, Mike Masters, for Laurel County Coroner. And from my family to yours, wishing all of our Laurel County sports teams the best of luck this tournament season.
Paid for by Mike Masters.
All right, welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Full timeout is over. It's going to be St. X basketball. North Laurel, their pressure here on this press forced St. X to blow a timeout. They're now left with only one timeout. And this is a huge defensive possession. Jags trail by 3, 33.4 seconds left.
Need to steal
do
the
or
worst
die
way
right here.
Yep.
And they get it in to Chief. Now to Lindsey, foul him. And we get the foul on Josh Lindsey. 29.7 seconds left. So we let, about 4 seconds off the clock there.
That's pretty efficient. I mean, you take that. And
we got the foul who we wanted. Yep.
Instead of sending Chief Cameron or Jackson to the line, Jeremiah Jackson end up with,
And Lindsey still shoots 71.2%, but it is the lowest out of all the players they have on the floor right now. And he gets the first one to go. Rawlings back into the game.
And see, at this point in the game, you've got to start trading these threes for two. They're limited to 2 points on their end. You want to start making these threes on the other end and cut it down to one possession toward the end of this, into this clock. But it's getting harder and harder the more they make these free throws, and the more, time that runs off, it just gets more difficult.
Cameron knocked down the second free throw. Jags by 5, and they foul Elza. It's only the fourth team foul this quarter, so North Laurel have the ball on the sideline. And St. X's coach just told his team no more fouls. Next one will put the Jags on the line. Davidson guarded by Chief Cameron. We need a three desperately. Rawlings to Elza in the corner. Got to have it. Got it. Big time three and a timeout. Cooper Elza, are you kidding? Jags back within 2, 17.7 seconds left. There's still time, Jared.
That's exactly what they needed. So, you like we talked about, you got to trade 3 for 2s, and now you're sitting down where a turnover or some of these missed free throws, if you can get them from St. X, all you need is one missed free throw, right? One missed free throw, and you can tie the game on the final possession. That's all you got to have. So, man, that was a gigantic threat. That's what you had to have.
Honestly, with the way this defense has been, too, I mean, we could force a 5-second call or have them at least blow their extra time out there. Anything's possible. This is March because we're down to 17.7 seconds left. Going to be St. X basketball coming out of the timeout. And it's just been an incredible ball game regardless of, what the outcome will be here in 17.7 seconds.
Yeah, and credit to Cooper Elza. Ice in his veins over here. That's another big-time three-pointer for some of these guards on the outside. Cooper Elza's had, one of the toughest assignments, having to play point guard against all this pressure, and then he's going to contribute on the offensive end. That's just a heck of a play by him.
All right, Klein inbounding for the Tigers. North Laurel making some last-second adjustments here. Anderson gets the steal. Oh, they said he stepped out of bounds. They said he stepped out of bounds. Oh, my word. What a play that would have been. Davidson was getting ready to absolutely flush that ball. Klein inbounding once again, 16.2 seconds. And they lost it out of bounds. They lost it out of bounds, Jared.
Jaguar basketball.
North Laurel basketball with the chance to tie this game. This crowd is going crazy.
Yep. The ball does not lie. I don't think it really applies right there, but the ball didn't lie. They knew it was a turnover down there for Cam Anderson.
I told you.
And he still ended up forcing one anyway.
Timeout, North Laurel.
How about that?
And the pressure got to St. X. The Jags forced the turnover. North Laurel Nation's on their feet. And that was best case scenario, Jared.
Yes. And look at Cam Anderson. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I told you in the game his defense would be so important in this ball game. I just didn't know it would be such a big time and such a big play like that.
He would make the play that puts North Laurel in a chance to tie it here without having see. This is even better because now you don't have to depend on St. X to miss a free throw down here. You ain't got to depend on that.
To tie
you can tie or take the lead here and put them away. See, wouldn't that be a ballsy move?
Man, I
got John Newell back here to tell me to calm the hell down. So. The deal is, man, Cam Anderson, we've talked about him all year.
Awesome.
He's just the energy guy for this team and comes in off the bench playing great defense. I love it. He's a field goal kicker for the football team, plays wide receiver, does all these good things, and he makes a gigantic play, 2 gigantic plays, really. Him and Caden Allen both over there. So, all right, Jalen, now talk to me about their offense. What
all right, right here. I wasn't paying attention to where the officials said, but based on my official knowledge, it will be on the sideline. That's where the turnover was made,
All right.
where the ball went out of bounds there.
Yeah, I think we're going to have it right
Now,
here.
it makes it tricky because it's not on the sideline like already behind or at half court. We are deep on the sideline. Like I'm talking like right at the top of the three-point line is where the ball is being thrown in. So that makes it tricky because you have the pressure of not only the half court line and the sideline, but also the St. X defense kind of trapping you in that corner. My guess, 15 seconds is a lot. St. X only has one timeout. We only have one timeout left. I say we draw up a play, either maybe a lob on the back end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you hold it here for the last shot, Jalen? What do you think?
No.
Can't.
I think you got to go get a bucket. And as good as our defense has been, I think you have to get a bucket here. You want to try to wait as late as possible to get to the basket, of course, but also St. X has to be careful with their pressure. 4 fouls. They could send us to the free throw line.
Absolutely. Here
All
we go.
right, Elza set to inbound for the Jags. We do have a timeout left, but we don't want to have to use it, and we will.
And burn it up.
Had to use that final timeout, and I knew that that position, throwing the ball, and I knew that was going to be tricky.
Yep.
I knew that was going to make it harder. 1,000%.
You didn't have anybody really coming off open. It was getting close, and I think Cooper Elza just kind of erring on the side of caution, had to call a timeout because he's getting. You're bumping up. He's at 4 or 5 seconds, or 4 or 5, but 7 of 8 on the call. So
you know what I would have liked for him to do right there, though? He had someone on the ball. I would have liked it. Would have been cool if he could have done a little cheeky bounce off the leg and out of bounds. Save that timeout.
Save timeout. Yeah, he could have.
But at the same time, that is risky. I mean,
because if it comes off and hits you, then
exactly. Or if they somehow happen, if it hits wrong and then rolls inbounds and they just dive on it, you know,
the game's over.
But I'm one of those high risk, high reward type of people. You know what I'm saying? But
they had you had the timeout to burn. So now you know that if you get in that situation again, that's what you're going to have to do, right? Because you'd have the turnover anyway. So, but hopefully they don't get busted for another fight. No, hopefully it's not close this time. They saw what looked. St. X was going to give them on their defensive pressure that time. So now you can get here and draw up whatever you want to do. Say, okay, well, they did this. Let's move this around and do that. And that's a good thing. So, man,
take a deep breath, Jared.
What if, Jalen, what if they, what if we get a Jordan Rawlings curl off a screen for 3?
I don't know if you saw. They tried it.
Is that what they were doing? Okay.
That was one of the options. But honestly, Coach Valentine, Coach Messer, Coach Jervis, Coach Sizemore, all of the guys on that sideline, Coach Rawlings, I have no doubt in their abilities to draw up a play, help Coach Valentine, help his team, get the best play with multiple options here. It's hard to predict what we're gonna have. I mean, if we have the open 3, you got to take it. You got to take it, and everyone better be crashing the boards like their life depends on it.
That's right.
All right. It's time. North Laurel Nation's on their feet. St. X is coming to their feet. Elza back on the sideline. 15.1 seconds. Jags trail by 2 to St. X. A trip to the Final Four on the line. That Saturday game. It all comes down to this. Elza gets it to Davidson in the backcourt. Jackson on him. 14 fouls for St. X. A foul would put him to the free throw line. He gets to the basket. Layup no good. Layup was no good.
And that's the person you want taking that shot right there is Reese Davidson, and he had a good look at it. It just didn't fall. And, man, North Laurel needed that so badly, needed that shot to go in. But, you do force the foul here. It's still not over with. Once St. X miss and you're right, back in a similar position of being able to tie the game back up. But, gosh, they would have loved to have had that. And that was the perfect call, right, to run Reese Davidson on something inside the paint. That was exactly the right call.
Jeremiah Jackson at the free throw line shooting 2. First one is up and good. 3-point ball game now.
He makes this next one. It's lit.
It's a miracle.
It'll be a miracle to win. But if he misses this, they've got a
Doors
big-time
open.
chance, and they have to go quick. This play's got to happen quick. You don't have the timeout to lean on.
Second one is good.
Made it difficult.
No timeout. St. X is going to use their last one as they lead by 4. North Laurel needs a miracle. 7.6 seconds left. They trail by 4. We'll step aside for a quick timeout here on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
First National Bank of Manchester. We're all the bank you'll ever need. can find us everywhere. Large enough to serve you well, we're small enough to care. When you call on us, you'll find we'll be your friend indeed. First National Bank of Manchester, we're all the bank you'll ever need.
Looking for unbeatable deals on quality vehicles? Since 1984, London Auto Sales has been your trusted source for late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. From rugged pickups to sleek sedans, we've got the ride for you. Visit us over on Somerset Road, online at londonautosales.net. London Auto Sales, where quality meets affordability.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. North Laurel already out of the huddle. Both teams have no more timeouts remaining. And North Laurel trails by 4 here. Now, if you're St. X, let's think if you're in the position of St. X right here. I mean, honestly, you could give up a 3. You could just let us shoot a wide open 3.
So, right, yeah, you absolutely could.
Okay, officials were about to give the ball in, but the timeout was not over yet. So now North Laurel has to reset their offense, and St. X kind of knows what they're going for.
Yeah.
So that wasn't very
no, that wasn't good.
Wasn't a good thing that happened right there. North Laurel with 2 players out of bounds. Davidson runs a route, and we have a kick ball right there.
So will they run like a 10th off the clock right there? Was it 7.6? Now
Yeah.
7.5?
Yeah.
No.
Same play again. Same result. Another kick ball. They have Jordan Jackson playing defense on the ball. Elza, 6.8 seconds, another opportunity now. We have to lob it down court. The ball's bobbled off of Dave. 4 seconds. Rawlings puts up a 3. No good. Cunningham gets the layup, and the timeout not in time. That's going to do it. North Laurel falls to St. X, 46-44 there.
Man, what an effort by this North Laurel team. I mean, they fought their guts out to stay in this game. You know, sitting down, they were sitting down 9 at some point, 10, down a whole lot of points early in this game. They fought all the way back and come. I mean, and this is kind of the tragedy of March, right? Like you come a couple plays away from a completely different result, and that's where North ended up. They just ended up on the wrong end of this foul that was called on Reese Davidson, and then Reese, just a layup that he makes 9 out of 10 times. But that was time number 10, and it just rimmed out. And I mean, he's the only reason he was one of the big reasons they're in the game. But those things, those just inches, right? That's what the difference is. That knocks you out of the tournament. And if those go the other way, if that foul's not called on Reese, and if that layup goes in, well, we're sitting there celebrating, and we're going to be talking about Saturday. So this is that's just rough. And man,
I'm going to stand by what I said. Yep. That call, that foul on Reese when he had the steal and a fast break layup, that cost us the game, 100%.
Absolutely.
And I normally am not the type to say that. And yes, there were other things we could have done to win, but that right there cost us the game. Reese had a wide open lane for 2 points, would have tied it all up, and I think St. X would have crumbled with the pressure of not having a lead.
Yep.
So that was a tough break, and there were several calls down the stretch that just make you put your hands on your head and your jaw hit the floor and things like that. It just sucks, when there was an opportunity after opportunity and we were unable to get it done.
And I hate just so bad for Reese Davidson and Jordan Rawlings. These two guys, this is their last time as a Jag, and they both put so much into being here. Both of them made giant plays all season long, especially in February and March in the postseason play. They've both just been extremely great contributors, great representatives of North Laurel High School, and you just hate to see it end for them because, Jalen, we as fans and the parents and the other kids and everybody, you fall in love with this team as you watch them go through the year. You fall in love with watching Reese dunk and Jordan Rawlings shoot the 3 and all those things. You really enjoy watching that. And now, the finality of it is what makes it so fun, but also this part stings so much, the finality of this, knowing that they're not going to be back. That's just, it's difficult to wrap your head around, but just the reality of March.
Yeah. And I'm just proud of this team, this school, this community, because I mean we work for everything we earn.
Absolutely.
You know, we don't build our roster. We take what we have and we go to work every single day, and we're still able to make it as far as some of these other teams and these other private schools that can do some things that we can't do, and that's just what makes me proud of how hard, because I know everything that we have has been earned from hard work. Nothing's been given to us, and we knew coming up here this week it wasn't going to be easy, and they were like, oh, everyone always wants to talk about the draw, and oh, you got a good draw. No draw up here at state tournament's easy, especially not this year. I mean, there are multiple teams in this tournament that have the chance to win it. Even now, after St. X has knocked us off, there's still a really talented Marshall County team everyone's sleeping on. Great Crossing that's already had a big upset by being up here, and obviously GRC, who will play later tonight. So just a tough way to go out, but couldn't be more proud of our guys, our coaches, and everyone who showed out for North Laurel Nation tonight and gave these boys the support that they've worked so hard for all year.
And that's something we have to give all these North Laurel fans a lot of credit for, because they came out and they were loud. They were loud in this building this morning. It's so impressive. They were ready. They were behind this team the whole way, and they come and showed out here in Lexington, and that's awesome. And North Laurel's they're putting themselves in the conversation as being one of your elite programs in the state, right? That's something that they're showing this week, showing that they can battle with the likes of St. X and Covenant Catholic and Warren Central and all these really good teams. They can come to battle, because I bet you nobody else is going to give St. X a game that close the rest of the tournament. They're probably going to walk on and win the championship more than likely. But nobody's going to play them closer than what North Laurel did, I don't think,
no.
today. They played them extremely tough.
I mean, that is without a doubt been the best ball game of this week so far.
They pulled away from Covenant Catholic. Covenant Catholic wasn't on the same level as St. X all day. I mean, they got out early, but then they were up 10 points most of the fourth quarter. So that was just not the case. This game was in doubt right up until the last couple seconds.
Yep. So I guess we will give a rundown here of just final stats for you all on this ball game. North Laurel falls 46-44 to St. X, who, like you mentioned, has the opportunity to go on and win it all. I would not be shocked at all if they did. They just have a two-headed monster that is hard to stop with Jeremiah Jackson and Joshua Lindsay.
Yep.
I mean, those two were just dominant. And then to have Jordan Jackson in the paint, protect the rim, to sneak on that baseline there for behind the defense for lobs and dunks. That's just the cherry on the top for that St. X team, to be able to have that, the ability to play like that. On North Laurel side, they were led in scoring by the senior Reese Davidson, 15 points, 6 of 13 from the field goal, 3 for 4 from free throw, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and played 32 minutes for the Jags tonight. Didn't come out of the game. So, man, just what a performance, what a career for Reese. I remember this time last year, he kind of set put the state on notice. Averaged like 38 points or whatever in his 2 games here at the state tournament.
36 in one and 40 in the other.
Yeah.
I mean, just put himself on the map, like you said.
Yeah, just heck of a career for him. And no doubt he's going to go on to the collegiate level and do great things. He's a Liberty commit. So sad that this was how his career went out. But some people didn't even get to play up here at Rupp Arena, let alone play 2 games. So you kind of have to think about the positives at a time like this. But following him up in scoring was number 14, Corey Cunningham, 9 points, 4 of 10 from field goal, 1 for 1 from free throw line, 4 rebounds for him. Then behind him was Jordan Rawlings with 6 points. He was 2 of 5 from 3-point range, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 of 6 from field goal. Cooper Elza had 3 points, 1 of 5 from field goal, 1 of 2 from 3-point range, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for him. On St. X's side, they were led in scoring by the Jackson duo. Jeremiah Jackson had 10 points, and Jordan Jackson with 10 points as well. Jeremiah was 3 of 4 from field goal range, 4 for 4 from free throw, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And Jordan was 4 for 4 from field goal, 2 for 4 from the free throw line, and 5 rebounds for him. Following them up with 8 was Josh Lindsay and Connor Klein. Josh had 8 points, 2 of 8 from field goal, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And Connor Klein had 8 points with 3 or 4 field goal, 1 for 2 3-point range, 1 for 2 free throw, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 points for Chief Cameron, 3 of 9 from field goal, 1 for 3 3-point range, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for him. And then chipping in 3 points was Braylon Garr. So, man, just what a battle from start to finish. North Laurel kind of dug themselves a hole, was unable to knock down shots there. Ended the game shooting, I believe, 41.5% from field goal. St. X shot from field goal 50% even. So that was kind of the part that we struggled with most was there in the first half. We just could not get our shots to fall. And on top of that, all the turnovers. We kind of made up for the turnovers in the second half by the defensive pressure we added on St. X and forcing them to make turnovers. But in the end, it just wasn't enough. When it come down to the wire, they made more shots and more plays than we did. And we'll lay our heads tonight on our cold pillow and think about that, I guess, probably for the next few weeks.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's right. And, man, I hate this over with. It was such a fun run, and I'm gonna at least give Reese Davis a few more flowers.
Yeah, him and Jordan.
How awesome was it to get to watch him play? Right,
yeah.
Like, he just does things that nobody else can do, and sometimes you have to sit back and reflect on that and be like, not everybody can attack the basket like he can or has that athleticism to come across and do all the things that he does. I will be very excited to see where he goes because I imagine that Liberty is not the final destination for Reese Davidson. I'd say that's just a stepping stone to see where else he's going to go and make an impact on college basketball. And I'm just so excited for him. And then we look to next year, Jalen, and there's a lot of good players still coming back for this team. I know you're losing two starters off this team, but Caden Allen and Corey Cunningham, led by Cooper Elza, that looks like a scary little combination going on there. Those two guys, as they continue to grow, they're going to be pretty hard to deal with. So, there's a whole lot to look forward to and a whole lot to be excited about. And, they can't hang their heads because they fought real hard to get here, to get to this moment. And they really – you wish they seeded this different, Jalen, because it's so bad that they had to play a team like this in the second round. You wish they had to play them on Saturday, so they at least got to Saturday. But just the way it goes, you can't control that. You got to play who you play. So
absolutely. So I think that's going to do it for this broadcast here today. Not the outcome the Jaguar fans wanted, but definitely proud of this team, the fight they've shown all season, and the game they gave St. X. I mean, I'm like you. I don't know that any team will be able to play St. X like this and come out on top. The Jags gave them everything they had, fought down from behind majority of the game, and hit some big-time shots, just fell short in the end. So St. X moves on to the Final Four after a 46-42 victory over your North Laurel Jaguars. Jalen Black, Jared Wilson, thank you all for joining us today. And as always, go Jags.
North Laurel Jaguar basketball is brought to you all season long by Revolution Physical Therapy in London, Kentucky. At 195 Commercial Drive, Suite 100, Revolution PT specializes in sports rehab, injury recovery, and personalized care to help you heal, strengthen, and get back in the game. Call 606-657-5111 today to schedule your appointment and stop letting pain slow you down. Revolution Physical Therapy, be better, move better, play better.